Hey everybody, this is Adam from Arrestado Training Consultants with some more Spanish for all who serve. We're going to learn to direct a Spanish speaker into a position for a standing arrest, advise them that they're under arrest, and then position them for the search prior to transport. And we're starting right now. This is part 3 in our Officer Safety Spanish Arrest and Control Expression series. If you haven't already viewed part 1, Initial Stop Vocabulary, you can find it here. If you haven't seen part 2, Weapons in Plain View and Engaging Armed Subjects, find it here. You can also view the links in the description below. As always, we'll have a lightning round review at the end of the video to drill you on the expressions from all 3 videos. And remember, repetition is the mother of all learning. Voltéese. Voltéese. Now, many native speakers may use something different here. They might say date vuelta or dese vuelta. Now, I'm usually all about trying to give you the most universally understood vocabulary. But in this case, I do not recommend you use these. I suggest using voltéese in part because date vuelta or dese vuelta can have more than one meaning, depending on context and the region of the Spanish-speaking world that the person is from. Voltéese. Voltéese. Okay, do you remember how to say hands in Spanish? Manos. Manos. Now, here's a new way to control the hands in Spanish. Manos en la espalda. Manos en la espalda. You're not saying hands behind your back here. Technically, you're saying hands in or on your back. But that's how it's said in Spanish. Can you hear the LD sound in the word for back? La espalda. What's the name of the company that makes the basketballs that sound similar? You need the LD sound in there so that you'll get this right. Manos en la espalda. Leave the LD sound out and you're asking for this. Let's not make that mistake, right? Manos en la espalda. Manos en la espalda. How do you say turn around? Voltéese. Voltéese. And now, hands in or on your back. Manos en la espalda. Manos en la espalda. Está arrestado. Está arrestado. There are a variety of ways to say this in Spanish, but this one is clear and uses a cognate, which should make it easier to remember. Está arrestado. Remember, this isn't paint by numbers, so you may say this before directing them into pre-arrest position or after the cuffs go on, depending upon your situation. Está arrestado. The first word is the part that means you are. And it's important to emphasize the second syllable. Está arrestado. Pronunciation is important, but don't worry about trying to be perfect. You just need to be understandable. Está arrestado. Está arrestado. Now, how do you say turn around? Voltéese. Voltéese. Hands in or on your back. Manos en la espalda. Manos en la espalda. Está arrestado. Está arrestado. Separe los pies. Separe los pies. This will make it easier to conduct a thorough search. Of course, it could also be used for consent searches or a Terry frisk as long as you have your legal ducks in a row. Separe los pies. Separe los pies. Okay, tell me to turn around. Voltéese. Voltéese. And hands in or on your back. Manos en la espalda. Manos en la espalda. And now you're under arrest. Está arrestado. Está arrestado. Now, how about separate your feet? Separe los pies. Separe los pies. Okay, now I'm just going to show you images from both this lesson and from the preceding videos. Say the Spanish phrase it corresponds with. If you're still not sure what the image means in relation to the Spanish phrase, you can go back to the videos for part 1 and part 2 to review. Here we go. Alto. Alto. Suéltelo. Suéltelo. Policía. Policía. No toque. No toque. Manos arriba. Manos arriba. Ahorita. Ahorita. Or ahora. Ahora. No se mueva. No se mueva. Veo el arma. Veo el arma. Voltéese. Voltéese. Manos en la espalda. Manos en la espalda. Está arrestado. Está arrestado. Separe los pies. Separe los pies. Were you able to say all the expressions in this last review before I said them? If not, no sweat. Keep rolling through this review until you can. It started here. Were you able to come up with all of them? Outstanding. Time to move on to the next video. In part 4 of this series, we'll be learning to verbally control proxemics and spatial positioning for officer safety purposes. If you like what we're doing here, hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. For more information on where we're having our in-person classes or our online coaching program and other services we provide, check our website or find us on Facebook and Instagram. And as always, stay safe.